I'm Kara from Health, Home, and Happiness, and this is my sister-in-law, Lori, and she is letting me interview her about her weight loss journey on the ketogenic diet. And Lori, how much have you lost so far?
I've lost 94.5 pounds.
94.5 pounds, and I'm so excited for her because she's done this. When did you start?
I started July 1st.
So I can't
last year.
I can't even work out. What does that work out to a week on average?
I have no idea.
Like exactly 2 pounds a week almost? Every single week, even through the holidays. So what made you choose the ketogenic diet?
I saw friends that had amazing results of weight loss and performance enhancements, and I just figured with 2 kids and working full time, I needed a change. I was at my heaviest and I was very unhappy with myself.
And so was there any particular event that spurred it, or you're just like, it's summer, I'm ready to go?
I was just, ready to start my journey and get healthy.
Yeah, and how old were your kids when you started?
My son was, July, so he was 2, and my daughter was a year.
A year old?
Yeah.
Were you still breastfeeding when you started?
I was not, no.
You weren't? No, okay.
Nope.
Well, so she didn't even have that boost to help you on the initial water weight. So what did you think? Were you going to try it for a certain amount of time, or were you just going to give it a shot? Or?
I was just going to try it for a certain amount of time, see if it was something I can work into my busy schedule with the kids and work, and see if I got results. And I've done other weight loss programs before, and I saw results, but definitely with the ketogenic diet, I saw results even faster than normal.
You saw. What other programs have you started or tried before?
I've tried the Herbalife shakes, meal replacement shakes, and I did get results out of that, but definitely with the ketogenic diet, it was way more.
Way more results?
Yeah.
Like that initial, like how much did you lose? Do you remember how much you lost like the first month or first couple weeks?
The first month I dropped probably 15 pounds.
Yeah, and doesn't that make a huge difference?
Yeah.
Like 15 pounds is like a couple clothing sizes?
Yeah. It was huge, and for me it just pushed me even harder to just keep going.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the first month I had a camping trip. We had birthday parties, so it was hard.
Yeah.
It really tested my ability to even do it.
Yeah. What was the hardest part about starting?
Just changing and adding, cutting the carbs and cutting the sugar. I was a huge carb eater. With my husband wanting to eat pastas and salads, or not salads, pizzas. And for me, it was just cutting all that out. It was hard.
Yeah. And did you make like replacements? Like have you used fathead dough or anything like that? Or you just kind of like...
At first I didn't, because I just knew bare minimum. I was like in the beginning of my research. And so I was, instead of eating pasta, I was eating salad. Instead of eating the pizza, I was eating, just scraping the toppings off. And that was it. Like those were my dinners. And now with, being a little over a year into it, I've done more research, and I've done, cheese crusts for pizza, and my whole family has adapted.
Yeah. And so does your whole family eat keto now? This is my brother's family. does your whole family eat keto now?
No. No.
But you've been able to stick with it.
I've been able to stick with it. I make sure that we have the same protein, and I'll cook my own side and cook their sides different.
Exactly. And what would you say that does for how your kids eat?
I've noticed that my kids definitely eat a lot healthier. It's broadened their, probably vegetables that they eat, and just the different foods that they're willing to try.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I found that because usually when we've been on vacation for the past week here at the lake, and usually when I go out with someone, it's like my kids eat something and then their kids eat pretty much a carb-based meal. And it's really fun to see your kids like stealing asparagus off of our plates and just like chowing down on Italian sausage. And so it's exciting to see this. Not just my kids and like her husband, my brother, their dad.
Yeah.
I mean, what does he eat?
Oh, he's still like full-blown carbs. So he'll eat, his pastas, and he'll still eat pizza. He'll drink his beer. And it doesn't matter what beer. It could be, IPAs or, Coors Light. He'll still drink it. But he's still very carb loaded.
Very carb loaded.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think that's really encouraging for everyone to see, like they're a normal 2-parent working family, 2 little kids, they're just over a year apart, or just just under a year apart, but 2 little kids, and mom's able to do this. Kids are definitely benefiting from it, I think.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's not a super stressful thing. Do you meal prep before you go to work?
I do not.
Okay, you don't meal prep, so you just go day by day?
I go day by day.
What do you typically have, like, on a work day? What's your typical breakfast?
My typical breakfast will be a Premier protein shake, the chocolate flavored, which is 2 net carbs. And then I will put it with 10 ounces of coffee, and I will also use the Perfect Keto MCT chocolate powder.
Perfect. And then lunch you eat while you're at work? Do you eat at your desk or do you go out?
It depends on the day. Normally what I'll do is eat at my desk, and then that consists of just a salad from a nearby restaurant. Okay. And it's normally like a chicken Caesar salad, and I'll throw an avocado in there.
You'll throw an avocado in?
Yep.
Is that like your kind of fat source? If there isn't going to be enough fat, you just throw an avocado on it?
I can't get enough avocados.
Right? They're perfect. And then dinner, like you get home, what time do you get home?
I'll normally get home around 4:45, 5 o'clock.
Okay, and then what time do you guys try and eat dinner?
I try not to eat no later than 6:30.
6:30?
Yeah.
And so you're getting dinner, like from the time you get in, you're getting home with 2 kids, and you're getting dinner on the table, and so you're able to, even without meal prepping, grab a keto dinner. That's so good. Like, it's so realistic that the average family can do this.
We're very active, and we love to be outside, so it works for us to, in the morning, just throw out a tri-tip or throw out a bag of chicken that's frozen and just throw it on the smoker, throw it on the Barbie when we get home and let it go. And then I have actually resourced to using steamer bags for our vegetables.
Yeah.
And so it's a quick 5 minutes, and we got, nice hot vegetables.
Right, and I feel like some people are not cool with microwaving and plastic and all of that, but I mean, look at her results and look how she's been able to stick with this. And it's kind of when you don't have to follow everything so rigidly and feel like you have to do it perfectly. Obviously she's paying attention to detail. Like, how much have you cheated in the past year?
I have not cheated once.
She's not cheated at all. And when have you been most tempted to cheat?
Birthdays, definitely, when people are snacking down on those cupcakes or cakes, ice cream, and I always told myself, if I'm going to have one cheat day, it's going to be after my year mark, and what I'm going to have is a big frozen yogurt sundae, and it's been a little over a year, and I still have not had a cheat day.
Yeah, because I'd like to ask you how you feel when you cheat, but I can't even ask you that.
Yeah.
So what was the most unexpected thing about keto for you?
The extreme difference in energy.
Okay.
Once I was totally in ketosis and fat adapted, the amount of energy I have. I noticed I play softball Tuesday nights on a co-ed league, and I used to just walk on the field, walk off, do bare minimum, try to hit it as far as I could so I could just jog to first base. And now I'm hustling on and off the field, running as fast as I can to even try to make it to second base. And by the end of my game, I'm not sweating, I'm not tired, I'm ready to play another full game or go home and play with my kids.
And this is after you've worked a full day.
Yeah.
And you've gotten 2 kids ready for daycare, dropped them off and picked them up and dinner and all of that. And that's just so exciting. How old are you?
She's 29.
She's 29. She's a baby. So, and this has been kind of a long journey for you. Like, you lost your pregnancy weight and then you gained for another pregnancy, and this is kind of how it's gone, like up and down.
Yeah. With my son, I actually lost weight just because I didn't really have an appetite, and what I was eating was actually only fruit. And then the last month, of course, I put 10 pounds on. I really never lost that weight. I kind of just maintained it. And then next thing I knew, I was pregnant again and gained another 10 pounds. And by the time I had my daughter and went back to work, I realized that I was at my heaviest. And it was bad.
And this is such a better example for your kids. Like, we've been out hiking and fishing and rowing and just like all the energy to not have to nap with the kids and just to keep going. And
every morning I've walked this week 3 miles. So.
Is that what your main form of exercise is softball and walking?
Yeah, I walk a lot at work. I do have a desk job, but I'm able to get out and walk around the dealership. And I mean, so on average, I'll walk anywhere from 3 to 4 miles a day just at work. And then Tuesdays I have my softball.
Yeah, so you're not in the gym for hours at a time. You're not going and doing marathons on the weekends.
No, in the year that I've actually been on keto, I did 1 week of elliptical and realized I was gaining so much much muscle that I gained weight on the scale, and I was just not happy about that. So, and then in the year I've ran 1 5K, and that's it.
Perfect. No, it's just, I think it's so exciting to see how realistic this can be. Can you tell us a little bit, we're almost done, like what you eat on the go? Like fast food, like do you have any fast food stuff that if you haven't prepared anything? I know you do fasting, which we can talk about in a second. Lori fasts with me. Sometimes we'll do Fridays without eating. But what do you do if you need to run through a drive-thru? Like what's your kind of go-to?
My go-to is definitely any burger place. I would obviously prefer In-N-Out over anything, but I understand they're not in every state. So we're just lucky here in California that we have multiple of them. So it's, you know, a bunless burger I'll substitute, if they normally put ketchup on it, I'll put mustard instead. And I don't do tomatoes either, so I won't get tomatoes. But I mean,
well, they're high carb anyway.
Yeah, burgers are definitely like our go-to if we have to go through a drive-through.
Yeah.
That's where we go.
Yeah, and then use the Premier Protein Shake, so that's portable. And then she's also hasn't done nuts, which is kind of interesting because that's something that's really easy to grab a handful, and there's like 400 calories. It's hard to lose weight when you're just grabbing those nuts. So you did no nuts and no berries?
No nuts and no berries. I just figured with an ounce of nuts, you know, that could be 2 to 4 carbs. I decided I'd rather have that extra cup of cauliflower, extra cup of broccoli, something larger with my dinner that would sustain me throughout the night.
And is this something that prior to keto you thought you'd be excited about an extra cup of broccoli?
No. No, definitely not. I've always loved vegetables, but now just learning the different ways to cook them and what you can add to them, you know, it's just broadened like what I will do and what I'll experiment with.
Yeah, and then seeing Tiffany, her little 1-year-old, go and steal cauliflower off her plate is just like, it's adorable, and that's kind of what you want to see your kids doing and modeling after you.
Absolutely.
So. All right, well, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
doing this with me. I hope it's really encouraging for everybody, and thank you guys for watching.